In this video, we'll explore the International Monetary Fund, IMF, its establishment, its key objectives, and its role, using Sri Lanka's 2022 economic crisis as an example. The IMF was set up in July 1944 at the Bretton Woods Conference, during the final phase of World War II, to plan for rebuilding the global economy after the war. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, was officially established on December 27, 1945, when countries signed its Articles of Agreement. As of November 2024, the IMF has grown to include 191 member countries. You can find a list of member countries and their respective dates of joining on the official IMF website. Headquartered in Washington, D.C., USA, the IMF plays a key role in ensuring global economic stability, with India being an active and proud member of IMF. Key objectives of IMF. 1. Promote international monetary cooperation. If a country faces a financial crisis, the IMF helps by bringing countries together to find solutions, such as offering loans or support. For example, during Sri Lanka's economic crisis in 2022, the IMF provided assistance to help the country recover. This support aimed to help Sri Lanka manage its debt and improve its economy by making important changes. 2. Facilitate balanced growth of international trade. The IMF helps countries keep international trade fair and steady by giving loans, advice, and a platform to work together. This helps trade grow smoothly and prevents problems like one country buying too much or selling too little, which can hurt the economy. For example, if a country imports more than it exports, like Sri Lanka, it may run out of money to pay for essential goods like fuel or food. The IMF provides financial help and advice to stabilize the economy, ensuring trade continues smoothly and benefits both the country and its trading partners. 3. Ensure exchange rate stability. The IMF helps countries maintain stable exchange rates, which is crucial for smooth international trade and investment. Exchange rate stability means avoiding large fluctuations in the value of a country's currency, which can disrupt trade and harm economic growth. For example, in 2022, Sri Lanka faced a major economic crisis. Its currency, the Sri Lanka rupee, lost value against the US dollar, making essentials like fuel, food, and medicines very expensive. This caused rising prices, inflation, and worsened the country's financial problems. To help, the IMF provided loans and advice. They supported economic reforms and helped restore confidence in the currency, making its value more stable and reducing price fluctuations. 4. Assist countries facing balance of payments crisis. The IMF helps countries when they cannot pay for essential imports or meet their foreign debt payments, known as a balance of payments crisis. This happens when a country runs out of foreign currency due to high imports, low exports, or external debt. For example, in 2022, Sri Lanka faced a balance of payments crisis. The country's foreign reserves ran out because it was importing too much, like fuel, food, and medicine, while earning less from exports and tourism. This left Sri Lanka unable to pay for its imports or repay its international loans. To help, the IMF gave financial loans to Sri Lanka and advised on key economic reforms to fix the country's financial problems and stabilize its economy. Result: the IMF's support allowed Sri Lanka to start rebuilding its economy, stabilize its currency, and regain the ability to import essential goods, helping restore economic balance. 5. Promote global economic stability and sustainable development. The IMF works to keep the global economy stable and support sustainable development by helping countries fix financial problems and grow their economies responsibly. For example, in Sri Lanka's 2022 economic crisis, the country faced severe inflation, debt, and shortages of essentials like fuel and food. This instability not only harmed Sri Lanka, but also impacted trade and confidence in the region. To help, the IMF gave financial loans to Sri Lanka and advised on key economic reforms to fix the country's financial problems and stabilize its economy. Result: the IMF's support helped Sri Lanka move toward economic recovery, which promotes stability not just within the country, but also in global trade and development. Objectives are the IMF's long-term goals, like keeping the global economy stable and helping countries trade better. Functions are the everyday actions the IMF takes, like monitoring economies, giving loans, and providing advice to achieve these goals. Both are connected. The IMF uses its functions to meet its objectives. We'll explore the main functions of the IMF in a separate video. Don't forget to check out the rest of this playlist for more details.